Hey crypto fans, my name is Garrett and welcome to Altcoin Radar. Today guys, I'm going to give you guys an absolute update on where Bitcoin currently stands right now and where it's realistically headed, you guys. So guys, if you are brand new to the channel and you think you might enjoy the content that I create in the future, then go ahead and make sure to subscribe to the channel, you guys, and give this video a thumbs up because it helps me out, and why not, right? And also guys, feel free to go ahead and follow me on Twitter here as well. You can find the link to it in the description below this video. I like to talk about altcoins, NFTs, day trading stuff, pretty much anything crypto related on a daily basis. But remember, you guys, I'm a realistic person, okay? So you're not going to be getting a bunch of random mumbo jumbo like you would get from Moon Carl or something like that, all right? So guys, just a quick update on where Bitcoin is headed right now. Again, guys, here, this is all based on my own opinion, okay? Everybody trades differently, everybody invests differently, and that's okay, all right? But the facts remain that, Bitcoin is headed in a direction that most people don't want it to head, okay? And that's just the reality. That's just the reality of where we're headed, you guys. So let's take a look at the chart and see what we got going on here, you guys. All right, so Bitcoin here, all right? So we are currently on the daily chart, and as we can see here, you guys, it has been plummeting, it has been dropping. We've been dropping ever since we hit 69, or ever since we hit like, what was that all-time high? Like 69,000 something like that? Yeah, up here, 69,000. Now, as we can see here, you guys, here's the thing, all right? I'm one of those realistic type of investors where after we hit all-time high, I consider ourselves to be in a bear market until we hit another all-time high or until we are headed up towards a new all-time high once again. So guys, for me personally, I decided that we were in a bull market right after we hit this all-time high, okay? Right when we were down here, back in November of 2021, I automatically knew that we were in a bull market. I knew it all along back there, okay? And you know what? So did another guy too, okay? Crypto Whale. Have you guys ever heard of him? So Crypto Whale is he's pretty big on Twitter, and he's got I think he's got like a publication on like, or I think he writes blog articles and stuff like that on Medium or something like that. And he's also got a, what the hell do you call those things? Let me just see real quick. A newsletter. That's what it's called. It's a newsletter. Okay, I can't get this straight. All right, guys. So he's got a newsletter as well, and he gives out some pretty darn good information, you guys. And he's a realistic type of person. And honestly, you guys, I'm not gonna lie with you guys. He's one of my personal, honest to God favorites. I'm so glad I found this guy because honestly, you guys, like, I'm a realistic type of person. I only want to follow realistic people, and I only like realistic people. So, that's why I really like him. And, he's been calling it since day one. Ever since we were way back here, even when we were way back here, before the bull market even ended, he knew. It's like he somehow knew that, like, we were going to be dropping down and going down. But guess what, you guys? When we were still up here and we were still going down and we were going down, 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 can you guess who was still saying that we were going to still keep going up? Guess what? And it's none other than the Moon Carl, you guys. Okay, so the Moon Carl, okay? This is one guy you do not want to follow, okay? I know you're probably looking at it, oh, he's got 1 million followers, and he's on Forbes 30 under 30, Fox Business, Yahoo Finance. Okay, but here's the thing, you guys. One thing that you guys are not seeing is you guys aren't seeing the stuff that he puts out to his followers and stuff like that, okay? The only people who are following him are people who are broke. The only people who are following him are people who do not want to make real money in the long term. The only people who are following him are people who are not investors, okay? And that is the cold, hard truth behind it, okay? And it's clear as day. You can see it clear as day, to be brutally honest with you. I mean, look at this, you guys. These are some old tweets from him back in November of, when Bitcoin was still up there really high, okay? I mean, look at some of the stuff that he was saying, okay? Even when Bitcoin hits $100,000, I'll still think it's cheap. It's a multi-million-dollar asset currently on discount. Okay, well, see, honestly, you guys, this guy, that's basically, it's not a buy signal per se, but he's technically telling you that, back then, that you should go ahead and buy. Like, it's okay to go ahead and buy back then. Here's the thing. Why would you buy when it's sitting that high? Why would you buy in a market that is poised to drop far during the next market cycle? Why? It just doesn't make sense. So you got to sit here and think to yourself, do you want to trust and do you want to believe people like the Moon Carl who are telling people to buy at the wrong times? Or do you want to trust somebody like Crypto Whale who, literally goes out of his way to make sure people don't get wrecked? I mean, literally, all of this guy does is talk about the truth and nothing but the truth, so help him God. I mean, to be brutally honest with you, that's all this guy does, and it is so awesome, and I absolutely love it, because I mean, it's the truth. I mean, realistically. Now here's the thing, you guys. The other thing I want to talk about here is we are currently dropping hard. We've been dropping hard for quite a while, but we recently dropped really, really hard. I mean, as you guys can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 red candles straight down in a row, you guys, which honestly, you know, Crypto Whale saw it all along. He's known this all along that we were going to go down. And you know what? Ever since I've been following the guy from the very beginning, you know, hey, my trades and my buys and sells have been much more on point because of this guy, because of his realism, because of his realistic outlook on the market in general. And it's been awesome. It's been great. Overall here, you guys, realistically, as we can see here, you know, Bitcoin on the daily chart, yes, I mean, you know, hey, I'm an RSI MACD trader. You know, everybody does things differently. Some people don't even use RSI and MACD, and that's okay. Everybody does things differently. But realistically here, you guys, I'm an RSI and MACD trader, and as we can see here on MACD, you guys, you know, it's going to be dropping for quite a little longer, you guys, as we can see here. But RSI, we're definitely oversold. So honestly, I could see this going back up a little bit, and it probably will, to be honest with you. We will probably have a rally for, you know, 1 to 2, maybe 3, maybe even 4 or 5 days. We may have a rally of 5 days, you know, going straight upwards. But here's the thing that you got to remember, you guys, okay? Just because it's going up, it doesn't mean that it's automatically a bull market, okay? But people like the Moon Carl, sorry, I just laugh every time I see this guy. But people like the Moon Carl, trust me when I say this, you guys. People like the Moon Carl, when we start going upwards a little bit, he's going to be pointing out tweets. He's going to be tweeting about stuff like, oh, we're headed to 1,000, or we're headed to 100,000, or, you know, Bitcoin is going to the moon, or this and that. And you know what, you guys, it's all just a ploy just to get more followers, just to get more people to try and like him, because he is marketing to the poor people who don't want to make money in the crypto market. He is not marketing his tweets to actual investors who want to do well in the market. And that's the brutal, cold, hard truth here, you guys. Because realistically here, you guys, honestly, Bitcoin is going to do the same thing that it's been doing, and we can see it in the trends right here, obviously. I mean, look at you guys. We had this up rally. I remember in this little up rally here that lasted from March 14th until, let's see here, March 28th, you know, pretty much the whole ass end of that last month, okay? The whole ass end of March, I mean, pretty much everybody, or all the big influencers, you know, the Moon Carl, BitBoy Crypto, they're all yelling and screaming about, oh my gosh, Bitcoin's going to go to 100,000 and we're all bullish now all of a sudden. But guys, that is not reality, okay? You guys have to think about it from a psychological point of view, okay? They are only doing it to gain subscribers, okay? I mean, it is a common sense type of thing here. So realistically here, you guys, Bitcoin, it is definitely headed downwards, and it's going to be heading downwards for quite a while. I'm going to show you why I think that, okay? Now, here's the thing, okay? Obviously, you're looking at RSI. You're probably thinking, okay, yeah, it's on RSI. It's way below 30. It's way oversold. And yes, it is way oversold. And it will probably go up. You know, maybe we'll hit around, you know, maybe it'll go up and it'll spike up to maybe 30 to 50 levels, okay? And that's probably normal. It'll probably go up to right here or right here, maybe 35, 36,000, or maybe even 38,000. It may go up a little bit, okay? But the longer term trend, you guys, we are going to keep going down, and I'll show you why here in a minute, okay? So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at the 1 week chart, okay? So here we are on the 1 week chart, okay? So for beginners out there who may not know, 1 candle equals 1 week, okay? That's what the 1 week chart means, okay? Now let me go ahead and get rid of all these buy sell stickers that I do for myself whenever I buy and sell, so that they are not in the way. My bad, sorry about that. I should have done that beforehand. But anyway, here we are. As we can see here, you guys, Bitcoin is currently down. Okay, obviously this is the current bull run that we recently just had, literally the last bull run that we just recently had, okay? Now, as we can see here, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see and make lines pointing from here, down to here, down to here, that we are seriously, literally trending downwards, and it's going to be trending downwards for a little while here, you guys. Obviously, we can see here, also on MACD, you guys, it is also trending downwards as well. We are forming another cup there. So it's definitely going to be going down. All right. Now we are going to go out and look at the 1 month chart. Okay. Because this is where you really start to see it into perspective. Okay. So this is the 1 month chart. Each candle represents 1 month. As we can see here, you guys, the big indicator here is the MACD. All right. Clearly, obviously, we can see on MACD, we are way, way overbought on the MACD on the monthly time frame, you guys. So on a monthly time frame, we need to come down a lot in order for these lines to come down and start stabilizing again. That's generally how things work. I mean, ever since I've been involved in crypto, that's pretty much how things have worked ever, from what I've seen. Like I said before, I'm a big RSI and MACD trader. So I only pay attention to usually RSI and MACD, and it's worked out great for me for the last, 4 or 5 years. But realistically here, you guys, as you guys can see, we are clearly nowhere near through where we need to be in order for Bitcoin to be stabilized. So I would assume that for the next, maybe 1, 2, or 3 months, we're going to print another 1, 2, or 3 red candles, and this is going to come down a lot further before we start to see any kind of upward movement again. Because realistically here, you guys, again, we are way overbought on the long-term grand scheme of things here, you guys, and it needs to cool off. It needs to correct itself. As we can see here, let me go back to the 1 week chart. As we can see here in the last bull market from 2017, so from 2017, late 2017, early 2018, we literally were in a bear market from December of 2017 until until about roughly March of 2020. So literally, you guys, pretty much basically a 2-year span there. Okay, so December, January of 2018, 2019, 2020. Yeah, so a little over 2 years, okay? So maybe 2 years and 2 months we spent in pretty much a bear market. As you guys can see, there were some upswings here and there, but overall, realistically, you guys, the bull market didn't start until right here, so about 2.5 years later. And it's going to be the same thing and same concept with here, you guys. This was the top of our bull market, okay? November 8th. 2021 pretty much, and we are probably going to spend roughly the next 1 or 2 years in a bear market again, you guys, before we start going up hardcore again, for a long-term bull market trend. So you guys, again, we just need to be realistic here, and we need to think about this into reality, because I don't want to see people get hurt. I don't want to see people get wrecked or lose money. Everybody wants to make money in the crypto space, but you got to know what you're doing, and you really got to know what to look for, and you really got to know who to listen to, because if you start listening to the wrong people, you guys, like for instance the Moon Carl, I mean, you're going to end up losing all of your money. I mean, you're going to end up losing all of your money. You really will, especially if you do, you do what he's doing. I mean, look at this, you guys. A tweet from November 9th, 2021. Bitcoin could snap to $100,000 any day now. We didn't get anywhere near close to $100,000. What the hell is he talking about? I mean, come on, dude. So as you guys can see here, it's insanely ridiculous to have people like this to be false, giving out false information to people who, are investing their hard-earned money into a market like this just so he can see his follower number go up. It's terrible. I hate it when people do this. I absolutely hate it. So, but overall here, you guys, I just wanted to show you guys this. I just wanted to give a little quick update on Bitcoin, based in my own personal opinion, because I like to stay in touch with my audience. So, yeah, we'll just go ahead and cut it off there. But overall, you guys, that pretty much does it for this video. So I'll go ahead and wrap this one up. But again, guys, before you guys leave, go ahead and make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so that you never miss a new crypto and altcoin video from me on a regular basis. And hey, guys, with that said, thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my future videos or chatting with me here on Twitter.